markings on any of your jewelry, like initials or anything like that?
On what I think they took? No.
What about the watch?
His Rolex, the only thing that was engraved, and he was wearing that. Do you know if there was one?
Well, the majority of them are, but we're finding that there's different. So we're not just focused on that. Okay. Things that, in case you're around things, the one thing we've done that is kind of interesting, partner around working with is typically the cars that are taken, we believe that the taken is carried out in the property around. But typically the cars are dumped down in South Los Angeles, most of the time, not all the time. And your husband's car was left up in the valley. So that just leads us to believe that it could be this crew, which is a large crew. But it also could be what we call like a copycat. People watch news and they see the flips. Which makes our job harder. But it does.
You said it was on video, right? Video?
No, from what I say, it was nighttime video, not these. So. But we're just saying that we focus on this and really there's been a lot of work done on that. But there's also finding that there's some potential copycats because people hear and watch and hey, this works, this is a good thing, it works. So we could be dealing with potentially copycats. And that's why we asked about all the friends and that kind of thing, because we just never know where the information came from. Like for example, when you left around, you said you go to Rouse pretty much every day. Okay. Is it the same time every day? Like when you went to Target House, was that a scheduled thing, or was that the last time it was perfect?
I think it was the last minute because I think we're deciding to go out for dinner, and then we said, oh, we'll just make dinner. I said, okay, let's go pick up stuff that I need. But I go all the time. Could be in the morning, could be in the afternoon, could be on the way home from getting Bella, could be, whatever.
Now, when you do things like that, let's say, because he worked at home that day, and I know from my ex-wife, Monica, was at dinner one day, and I said, what are you doing? She goes, oh, I'm Facebooking, I'm at dinner. Did Fabio say like, hey, Monica's out shopping right now?
I don't think so, but he goes his family all the time, and my girls can go on his Facebook because I don't have it, and you can see everything that he puts on there. I don't think he would have done that, unless he was inviting someone over for dinner that he always does home.
But I guess on the same thing with that, when somebody who knows when you'd be home then, so then but we're just looking for patterns and stuff like that. So it wasn't a typical, this is not my Monday morning Target Rouse shopping.
No. And how did the put to work? Did you think they followed him?
Right, and I think he said his business.
You're saying you didn't go to work at all that day?
No.
Yeah.
Not that day. I was just saying,
Right. Do you know the route that he would take to work?
Yeah, he went to Winnetka, Oxnard, DeSoto, or Wells, DeSoto.
To the freeway.
No,
because he was under DeSoto and he told me to. Where did he work? Over in the valley?
Yeah, just down the
Oh.
So close.
Oh, yeah, long commute.
Oh.
You familiar with any checkers at the routes you see there all the time? Do you share, do they ever come over your house? Do they ever talk about?
No, I mean, they know me.
Do you have to show your ID when you use your ATM card that has your address on it or anything like that? So that any checkers?
Oh, no.
They didn't look like they, just normal.
Yeah.
So the gates were always left open. So now you keep them closed. Okay. And then Do you keep that car in the garage now? Because I think you said the Porsche used to be in the garage.
I keep my car in the garage now.
You take a look at the garage?
There's a car, yeah.
Oh, you think you always take it? I just wanted to ask you, we covered this that night, or crisis response people came out that night over at the Schecter's house.
Yeah,
And I know you had friends and family here pretty soon after. Is there anything else that, are you, and we've talked for the last few months off and on. Do you guys need any kind of counseling service or anything like that? Are you guys, I mean, the girls, are you doing okay with this whole thing?
Jessica doesn't want me, and Isabella's been twice, and she's doesn't want to go
She's
anymore.
been to,
Counseling.
is the one referred by the crisis response people?
No,
or-
this is through our medical, which is gonna run out the next month, so I gotta go find medical insurance for us now, but, she went twice and she doesn't want to go anymore.
Have you gone alone? Just dealing with it. I know your mom's here, is your sister here too, or?
My sister-in-law will be here Saturday. Monday is a very big event. They're doing a huge tribute to Fab, and everyone's flying in from all over to come to this tribute.
When is that, Monday?
Monday.
Yeah.
Did it work there?
Do you have anybody coming and staying here? Any of your family coming and
Just my
staying?
mom and my sister-in-law, his sister.
Okay.
His sister is
Marella.
Morella.
She's
Your
in the
sister's
industry.
Anna.
My sister, that.
Okay. All right, well, I mean, if you decide, you need some type of, thing through the city or something like that, you can arrange stuff through the city or something like that. I know last time we talked on Monday, you were kind of at your wit's end, it seemed like, so I just want to make sure. Huh?
I'm so angry. I can't. So much time has passed. It's possible. It's possible.
Well, believe me, we would love to get this thing done as quick as we can
Can you
because
tell me why you can't rule out my children as suspects? Can you tell me that?
I can pretty much rule you guys out myself.
They said they called you a few days ago and haven't heard back. And I don't care about the money. I don't care. I just care about them. They shouldn't be ruled out.
Yeah, well, like I said, I know, and I told them, I said, we know where you were when this thing, we know your girls were during this thing. But they won't let me, my department won't let us say 100% family had nothing to do with it, until we make some progress, until we identify who it is. I did talk to insurance this week, and I asked them about that. You mentioned Fabio being ruled out as an aggressor, and I clarified that with them, that he was not an aggressor. But my boss, my department won't let me say, 100% had nothing to do with it, and so, but I talked to,
What are we gonna do? What do we do?
I know.
What do we do? Wait? How long do we wait? What if this takes months?
So, well, it could. So I asked her about that also. I said, at some point, can you guys pay out? Because what if this doesn't, what if we never arrest anybody? What if, God forbid? And she mentioned, well, at the 1 year mark, we will take another look at it, and a lot of times they will pay out. So at the 1 year mark, if we haven't gone any further, on this, then the chances are that they'll pay it out. So, I mean, obviously, to be perfectly honest with you, Monica, this is kind of where we're headed. I have my fingers in a few other things. Because really, if it's not the verbiage, then it's probably work, friends, and family. Okay? And we haven't delved too deep into the anger issues. I know we've talked about.
You can start looking.
Okay. Well, that's one of those things that we have ventured into a little bit, but again, there's a lot of, it's going to take a lot of records and additional interviews to go a little bit deeper. But from what I've seen so far, I don't see those avenues really going anywhere. But we'll have to look into it even deeper if this ends up. Right now, this is the most promising. And Monica, does everyone have the same phone numbers? You and Jessica and okay. Because at some point they're talking about people making phone calls.
This police interview that we're listening to with all the crying from Monica Sementilli, it's within those months that police were still searching for who may have done this. It took months before they arrested not only Monica Sementilli, but also her lover, Robert Baker.